Welcome back. We've done with the remote data source part. Now let's move to the repository. I'll create a new package named as repository. And inside this package, I'll create a new Java class. I name it as quiz repository. And the repository is responsible for interacting with API service interfaces and handling data retrieval and operations. Please go back to the previous sections, the MVVM plus retrofit, in order to learn deeply about these repositories. But don't worry, I'll cover everything. I'll start by creating private questions API, and I name it as question API. This is an instance that will be used to interact with the API service methods. Then I create a constructor having this API, and I'll remove this API because I need to define a new one here. Equals to new retrofit instance. This is the class that I created before. Dot get instance dot create. So I'll use create method here, and I'll pass questions API dot class. What does this code mean? New retrofit instance. This creates an instance of your retrofit instance class that we created before, which is responsible for providing a retrofit instance with a predefined base URL and JSON converter factory. .retrofit instance, this method call gets the retrofit instance configured by your retrofit instance class. And .create method, this method creates an implementation of the API's interface, and in this case, it's a questions API. The question API interface likely contains methods for making network requests to retrieve questions from a web service. And this is what we've done before to get the questions from the API. Another method to create is of type live data. Did you remember our friend live data, our old friend? So live data of type question list get questions from API. In the repository, we define the methods similar to the interfaces in retrofit and in room database. And we talked about the repository in details in the previous section, so please go back to the retrofit plus MVVM section. Now, I need to start with defining a mutable live data of type questions list, and I name it as data equals to new mutable live data. And the mutable live data is a class provided by the Android architecture components and is commonly used to hold and observe data changes. Also, I advise you to go back to the live data lessons in order to learn more about this type of data. But think about it, just a data structure used to hold and observe data changes. And inside this get questions from API, I need to use call of type questions list, and I name it as response equals to questions API dot get questions. And you can see I'm calling this method that returns a call of type question list. Alt plus enter to import the class from the retrofit package. Now, I want from you to focus with me. I'll use this response in order to get the list of questions. Response dot enqueue or execute which method? These two methods are used to execute network requests. Execute is a synchronous method used to make network requests in retrofit. When you use execute, the network request is executed on the current thread, which is often the main UI thread. This means that the request blocks the current thread until it's completed. It should be used with caution in Android because running network requests synchronously on the main thread can lead to application not responding, ANR, errors, causing the user interface to freeze during the request. There is no need for a callback when using execute. method because the method returns a response object directly, and you can see it here. The enqueue method, and this is what we're going to use, and I prefer using enqueue. Enqueue is a asynchronous method used to make network requests in Retrofit. When you use enqueue method, the network request is executed on the background thread, and Retrofit handles the request and response asynchronously. It's designed to be used in scenarios where you don't want to block the main UI thread while making a network request, because blocking the main thread can lead to unresponsive and frozen user interfaces. You provide a callback as an argument to an enqueue. So for that, I'll use in new callback questions list. Also, I can use lambda. But here we are overriding two methods, on response and on failure. So this callback contains method like on response and on failure methods that will be invoked when the request is successful or encounters an error respectively. I'll start with a questions list. Question list equals to response.body. And here I need to add data.setValue to the list. Here I am saving the data to the list because data is a mutable live data. Okay, so I'm getting this response body, getting this list, and storing inside this data, this immutable live data of type question list, getting all the list of questions. Then the last step is to return this data. This is our repository. Now let's move to the view model layer.